All right. Hey, Scorpio. Welcome back to Miss Drop What It's Your Girl Melody. Let's get into your reading, see what God has to say, what messages. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you use me as a vessel to guide the sign of Scorpio. I ask that you negate all negative and harmful energies and send it back to their sender with peace and love, dear God. Amen. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get some messages from your ancestors. We have seasons, so something may be coming to a close. You may be being tested. Ooh, wow. Okay. Um, that was a lot of cards, but I'm getting two of the main energies right now is Queen Ya Ashanti Wa and Mami Wata. And what I'm getting here is that your abilities are telling you something at this time. For some of you, you may be a bit emotional. Or you may feel a bit more sensitive than usual and you don't really understand why. For some of you, you are undergoing some sort of initiation at this time that has to do with your gifts and clairvoyance. If you aren't certain if you do have these types of gifts, maybe you just need to spend some more time with yourself and start to, use discernment and, how you feel. This is like having instincts or hunches or having gut feelings, for some people, if you're still in like the beginning stages. But I'm getting that this message is more so, it can be for both, but who I'm really channeling for right now is a Scorpio who is aware that they do have these gifts, but I'm getting here they're past the training wheel stages, but they're still learning how to transform with it, and I feel like that's one of the biggest things here because I will be honest, like one of the things that I struggled with on my journey when it came to signs and symbols, when it came to like my personal ascension, is that a lot of the symptoms that you receive, your guides will have specific meanings for them, meaning that what may mean something to you will not resonate the same way for someone else. There was an instance where I met someone who we had similar sign ideas, and I kind of feel like we have similar ancestral ties, and that's why, because it's crazy. Wow, this is crazy because this same tribe, Queen Ya Ashantiwa, I personally believe that my lineage comes from Ghana or comes from the Gold Coast or specifically from the Ashanti tribe. Well, some part of it, right? But crazily, the story that I was referring to, that individual is from Ghana. So, it's crazy how, the story aligns with the cards itself. But saying that to say, sometimes God does that because he's making you the proper vessel, right? So that story is important for someone. So when you do find someone who has similar sign ideals to you, always bear in mind that that person may be some sort of ancestral link. There's some sort of blood relative from the past, and that's why they have similar signs. But again, in your ascension, every sign will not be the same for each person, and that's because it's tied to your background. I'm getting that you should go and watch that Sagittarius reading about your spiritual license check. That will be very important at this time based on what we've channeled thus far. I'm getting here with Gang Gang Sarah is that you're in a position at this time where it's like you're still cowering. And I'm getting it's not on purpose, especially with Iset surrender here at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting here is that you're cowering for the main purpose of that. For some of you, you fear what you can truly do, and you don't really know what you can truly do. And I'm getting here is that you shouldn't fear the unknown. I'm getting at this time you should kind of take this as baby steps. Just allow something to grow naturally. And then also, you just have to understand that there will be trial and error. Like, this may be someone who's afraid of making mistakes. So you may procrastinate on a lot of the messages that you receive, or you may deny a lot of the messages that you receive because they may seem outlandish, or they may just seem like, this cannot be real. I'm getting that sort of energy here. Something cannot be real, but really it's coming from a very sound position. I'm getting temperance energy. 14, Your birthday could be on the 14th of the month. Oh, we are doing Scorpio reading, so your birthday could be November 14th. Yeah, so just don't fear who you are and what you are, because that fear is going to hinder how you actually transmute these messages that are coming towards you through your feelings and emotions, which can this can be a major setback. So it's very important that you don't fear what you can do or who you are, because that fear is going to be your biggest hindrance here. So just take your time with it. Honor your emotions. That's one of the biggest things I'm getting here. But also understand that when it comes to signs and symbols, you have to ask your guides directly, or you have to ask someone who you know is of your bloodline. That's the only two ways. The person has to be of the same bloodline as you, or you need to ask your ancestors directly. That's the only way you will get certain answers, because if you speak to people who are outside of your bloodline, you will be getting misinformation. I'm getting that's a very strong message for someone here. If you speak to people outside of your bloodline, you will be getting misinformation. However, I am also getting here is that you will also know when you are getting messengers, right? So in the case of most times a messenger comes as a messenger. You receive, right? I'm getting in this case is Scorpio, don't go and ask, right? Your ancestors will send specific people with messages that will also help you to decode what those things may mean. I'm getting for some of you, this may be dreams as well. Your ancestors will send specific messengers. So if you're in the position where you're asking and you're also asking outside of your bloodline, I'm getting that you need to stop immediately. Yeah, I'm getting that you need to stop immediately. It's like you're hindering some sort of transformation here for yourself. Yeah, that's the truth. Nande. You need to stop. So you need to I'm getting here. The main thing that I can tell you at this time that can help to shift this is to understand that when you're asking your ancestors for messages or to help you to decode some of these things, is that it will be given to you. You won't go and ask that person, right? I'm getting that if you do go and ask someone, this person has to be of your bloodline. As I stated earlier, signs will be different based on your spiritual ancestry, based on just your ethnicity. It will be different because you have different bloodlines, right? So, in order for you to kind of get the answer, it has to be someone of your bloodline, or just wait for your ancestors to give you the answer here. Okay? That's a very laden entry message here for you, Scorpio. So, I hope you are listening. Okay. And help is always there if you need it. I heard that loud and clear in my head too. Help is always there if you need it. For some of you, I'm also getting Queen Ya Shantiwa could represent someone in your family. Like, this is how you see this person. I'm going to show you guys this card. Maybe that will help you guys. Like, look at the visual. Like, this is how you may see this person. Like, you see them as a warrior. You see them as someone who has fought a lot of battles, who has done a lot of stuff. And it seems as if they're coming into a position where it's like they're coming into some sort of position here. I'm getting the stool here, the golden stool here. It really just emulates a position. This is someone who has now received a position in some way. I'm getting here. Mermaids may be of significance for you guys. You may like water. You may be linked to ocean-bearing spirits. I'm getting that you are more than likely linked to ocean-bearing spirits. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Bowls in reverse. So this is your energy, Scorpio. I'm just getting right now. I heard misinformation. It's like you keep getting disappointed. And going back to like the entry message here about, your clairvoyance abilities here improving, you being very sensitive at this time. I'm getting here with the Five of Emotions. It's like if you are looking for answers, you may be feeling disappointed because you feel as if the answers that you are receiving don't add up, or you're being put in a position where you don't trust yourself because you're not realizing what the real signs and signals are, you know? It's like you haven't fully learned the language of your ancestors. You haven't learned the language yet. You're still learning the language. That's your title. So we have the Fool and the Nurturing Lodge. So this is you. You're going after a new beginning here. But yes, again, Three of Stones in reverse. It's not coming together properly, and it's because you don't learn the language. I'm getting here with the Fool is that you're all in, right? This is you. This is your lineage. This is your bloodline. As I was stating, like, this is you coming into contact with your bloodline, creating that connection here, but you don't know the language. So it's hard for you guys to work together. You're having a hard time understanding. Oh my gosh. Damn. Like you're having a hard time understanding here, Scorpio. You're having a hard time understanding the language of your ancestors. So this is what I'm getting here. You're having a hard time understanding the language of your ancestors. Yes, right? That's number 1. 1111. So that's confirmation. That's true, completely true. And that's why you're doubting yourself. You're doubting yourself because there's miscommunication. So you're starting to feel as if you aren't this person, as if you don't have these gifts. So you're kind of having, I heard a midlife crisis, but I feel like a midlife crisis is like, an existential crisis. That's what I mean. Like, I feel as if it's like, imposter syndrome is coming to mind too. You feel like an imposter. You're starting to feel like an imposter. You're feeling as if you aren't who you say you are. And that's crazy. When I was shuffling earlier, I saw a mask. Sometimes the message takes time. You see how it came together now? Yeah, it's like you feel like you're an imposter. But the only reason why you feel like you're an imposter is because you don't know the language. 1212 when I said that. Confirmation again. You just don't know the language, Scorpio. That's the barrier here. You don't know the language. We have the Ace of Pipes and the Strength card. I'm getting for some of you guys, you are smoking a lot or you do smoke. That's one of your big, like, reliefs or just things that you do. It's like a ritual. The way it looks in this picture, it looks more so as a ritual. I'm getting for some of you is that you really want this. You want this healing, right? You want this sense of peace with yourself in regards to your sensitivity and what you've been experiencing. Yeah, you want peace, and I'm getting here is that for some of you, you do have someone or you do know of someone here. I'm also getting for some of you, like, your friends know this about you. Like, they know this to be true about you. Like, you aren't afraid to let people know this about you. And that's why you fear, like, you get this imposter syndrome feeling right now because things aren't adding up, things aren't making sense. So it's like, yeah, six of pipes. I'm also getting here is that this is someone that you may know. There's someone that you may know who embodies this energy. Ace of Pipes, Strength card, Six of Pipes, Leo energy. Yeah, as I said before, this is someone that you may know. This is someone that you may know, and maybe to an extent you may admire here. It's like you've seen this person go through a lot here. You see this person as someone who's very strong. Like, look, yeah, this Strength card is Queen Ya Ashanti Wa, 1444. That's the truth I heard. So you see this person. I'm also getting here. It's like you see this person getting some sort of attention. Um, I'm getting that this person may be at a distance here. But you also see how this person has received some sort of peace. You know, there's some sort of peace that this person is emulating. Yeah, this person may be at a distance from you, so and you guys may not have communicated, but I'm getting here is that, a part of you may want to. This may be someone who you know that you can receive this clarity from. Yeah, world card. They can make it better. We have Judgment, Six of Bowls in reverse. So this is you. I'm getting that. Okay. Hmm. Scorpio. I'm getting the issue here is that you already know what the problem is. Not necessarily the part about messages and signs, but in that message about healing and wanting to be healed or wanting to have this level of peace, I'm getting here is that you already know that that is what you want to fix. And I feel like this is kind of a more mature Scorpio who understands that, there are certain things that they can only fix themselves, and outside energy cannot help them fix it. So it's like you've seen this person work through whatever they worked through and you admire them because of it. I don't get jealousy or anything like that. I'm getting like, just supportive admiration here. It's like you're like, yes, you see the change in them based on their journey. But I'm getting here is that you understand in your journey, you have to be the active component here. You are aware that there are unresolved childhood issues here that you still have to work through. You're aware that you haven't dealt with every situation correctly. You're aware. Oh my gosh. For some of you, you may be emotionally, what's that word? It's like you lack some sort of emotional discipline when it comes to relationships. It's like you may jump from relationship to relationship. Like you're someone who can't be single. I'm getting here. Scorpio, I'm getting that you're someone who can't be single. You can't be single, or I'm not getting a fear of being single. I'm just getting more so it's like you can't be single. It's like you don't like being single. Yeah, you don't like being alone, and you understand that that is a childhood abandonment issues. It's like you understand that that is the childhood wound that you need to fix. But at the same time, I feel like you understand that in order to kind of maybe fix your abandonment issues here is like you have to stop running. That's what I'm getting here, running. Yeah, Eight of Arrows in reverse, like running. Mm. I'm getting you want to come out of conflict with yourself. You feel as if you have no direction at this time and that you're self sabotaging. Again, this is linked to you being in this very sensitive period of your journey and not understanding the language here. You can't work with your ancestors properly because you don't understand the language. I'm getting for some of you, you're worried that you won't be able to make it. I don't know what that means for some of you. That may resonate in some way. You're worried that you won't be able to make it in a situation here. But I am getting is that you do have this feeling that you're currently self sabotaging. Some of you may feel like you smoke too much. I'm just getting it's like you're just overthinking stuff right now. You're just thinking negatively. So you may think that you smoke too much. You may think that, you know, your feelings aren't valid, or some of the thoughts that you have. You like what I'm getting here with the five of arrows in reverse is like, again, you're in this period where you're hypersensitive. You're not understanding you're not a Scorpio who understands the language completely of your ancestors. So with this five of swords in reverse, it's like you keep replaying situations like, did I read into that correctly? Was that the right judgment call? Did I do this right? And then this puts you in the seven of arrows in reverse, because then you keep going back to the past. And this is something I said a few weeks ago. It's like there's no going backwards, only forwards. So if you're in the current moment constantly thinking about ideas or things that you've done in the past, you're kind of wasting energy. And that's what I'm getting here right now. You're wasting this energy, but it's understandable because you want answers and you understand what the issue is. And I'm getting that you want to work through it on your own. That's the biggest thing here. You want to work through it on your own, and maybe you need to realize that you don't need to. Yeah, death in reverse. This is like stubborn energy here. You're a bit stubborn here, Scorpio. You're stubborn. Yeah, you don't want to ask for help. Apprentice of Stones. You're too stubborn to ask for help. You're too stubborn to ask for help, and you know you need it. Okay. I'm getting you need to change your attitude. I heard deep regret. I'm getting if you don't change your attitude, you're going to be in deep regret, Scorpio. I don't know who you pissed off. I don't know who you flung attitude at, but like that's what I got here. It's like you need to change your attitude or you're going to be in deep regret. And I'm also getting that this has to do with what I was saying about, not wanting to be alone. It's like you can't just keep running from people to people. Yeah, you need to move on from these tendencies. The question is, are you really okay being on your own or being alone? I feel like that's the question you really need to sit down and ask yourself. Like, is that something that you feel like you are ready for? Maybe you're in a position where you're trying to do something, like you know what the problem is, but just because you know what the problem is doesn't mean that you are ready yet. Going back to the message from the beginning of this reading, I saw a mask. I knew it meant something. I didn't say anything because guess what? I was like, I don't see where mask comes in yet. But after I went through it, I realized is that mask here was saying that you feel as if you're an imposter, because it's like what you've been saying about your messages haven't been coming out the way they've been coming out. But based on what you are experiencing, that it's real. That's what I'm getting here. Like maybe it's not time yet. Maybe you're trying to jump a step. Maybe you're skipping a step and you don't realize it. Yeah, you're skipping a step without realizing it. We have the 8 of Bowls in reverse. I'm getting it's like you have to go back to something. There's a relationship that you may need to revisit. And I'm not getting here revisit as in reunite with this person, but you need to change your perspective. I'm getting here is that you aren't being honest about how you played a part in this relationship, Scorpio. And it was said like that so that you can get it. I don't mean to laugh, but like I only realized the way I said it until I was done. And I was like, why did I say it like that? Because it's that important. It's like you need to realize who you were in a relationship so that you can then start. It's like you aren't acknowledging how you played a part in someone else's story before trying to heal yourself, not realizing that you can't heal until you've become objective about yourself. Once you've become objective, like once you have a balance of being objective and subjective, like let's be honest, you need to be subjective with yourself as well, honor your emotions. But I'm getting here for the most part is that you haven't gotten that balance of objectivity in regards to your own personality, character, ways of being, ideals, your actions, how you act towards people here. And that's what's keeping you back. Four bowls in reverse. Yeah, that's the message. That's the message. And until then, your opportunity is not going to come in 25, 25, 7, 7. Until then, your opportunity is not going to come in here. Yep, wish fulfillment in reverse. Until then, your opportunity is not going to come in here, Scorpio. You have to first address the elephant in the room. And I'm getting that the elephant is you. Lord. Pisces energy here. I don't know why that's significant. I'm getting that, okay, there's two messages here with this 10 of bowls. I'm getting this is you addressing your lifestyle and what you presume as being your ideal lifestyle, because maybe what you perceive as ideal is also laced with toxicity to an extent, because it's also linked to you not being objective about yourself and your past in certain situations here, Scorpio. So you need to reanalyze that. Then I'm also getting here is that there is someone of your bloodline that you can reach out to. So it's like almost a tie here is loosening. I'm getting that this person knows that you need help. This person knows that you need help, and this person is the Queen of Pentacles type energy. Like they will help you. You know, this person will help you. They're stable. They're the type of person who's loyal. I'm getting that this person is quite loyal to you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces energy. Yeah, this is the type of person that will do what needs to be done here. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, this person will do what needs to be done, Scorpio, but it starts with you. It starts with you. For some of you guys, you're still stuck on somebody and you're not being honest about that. You're still stuck on a lover here from the past and you're not being honest about it. And that's also what's holding you back, because you don't realize that that's your toxic trait. Yeah, 5 of stones in reverse, confirmation, you want to go back. I'm getting, you can get this off your chest. You can get this situation off your chest if you choose to, because you know what you need to do. Like you already know what you need to do. 4 of pipes. You know exactly who you can talk to here. So let's keep going. We have the 4 of stones. You know, in most 4 of stones, people are just sitting pretty, posed off, you know, with bags and stuff, looking all rich. Like this person is posed off with bags and stuff, but, you know, they're actually working on something here. So I'm getting here is that you can work through this, but again, you're going to need, your ancestors are telling you, you need help with the moon energy. They're telling you, they're putting it in your ear that if you need help, there's someone here. And I'm, again, Pisces energy here with the moon. I'm getting here that if you need help, there's someone here who can help you. And I'm also getting here is that they aren't going to stop giving you messages, right? Even though you don't understand, they're not going to stop giving you messages, because again, going back to this imposter syndrome, it's like you feel as if, so, okay, if I'm not getting it, why are you guys even bothering me? Like that's the type of energy I'm getting here. It's like I don't get it. So why are you still trying to communicate with me? But that's a part of the process too. Like Scorpio, that's a part of the process too. It's like you have to understand. He's like you have to work through this. That's how you learn. You work through it. And it's like you have to be patient with self here. Three of Pipes, confirmation. You have to be patient. You have to work through it. I'm getting here is that you should send this person a message. Reach out. If you need help, reach out. That's what I'm getting here, Scorpio. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like your wheel is moving in the opposite direction because you aren't making a move here. Yeah, I'm getting to reach. Yes, Scorpio, I'm getting. You should just reach out to this person. I'm getting, you should reach out to this person. Let's get some self care oracles. Well, let's get these first. What signs should Scorpio be looking out for at this time as confirmation of this reading? Yeah, you might be doing a lot of shadow work, or you're in the depth of your shadow work. Confrontation is not easy, especially confrontation of self. Mm-mm. We have music. Music is important here. The songs that you listen to are also giving you messages as well. You may have some sort of ancestral tie to music. There may be something about music in your bloodline here. Yeah, the moon. There's something here about music in your bloodline. So music may be a part of the ways in which you receive messages here, Scorpio. I'm getting you're gonna be facing some hard lessons here. We have mirrors, earth, numbers, stones, Saturn. So time is telling you, time is ticking here. I'm getting here you're being forced to face some hard truths about yourself, and this is gonna help you to grow. That's what you don't realize. Like these lessons and these hard truths that you're learning about yourself are actually going to help you grow. So it's important that you do try to figure out what's going on at this time, because it's like, again, as I said, it's like a midlife crisis. Some people never come back from a midlife crisis, right? And I'm getting that you can get through this. You can get through this. It's like one of those sort of like thresholds or points in your journey where if you don't get through it, you'll just realize you keep coming back to it, you know? We have exercise. I'm getting it's time that you get more exercise here. That's going to help you to build that mind and body connection. That's going to help you to build some sort of connection, that mind and body connection here. Speak up. Again, reach out. Shadow work, as I said. There's someone here who can help you, and it starts with you speaking up here, Scorpio. Anything else? Let's just get all the cards. Okay. We have get a reading, so hopefully this reading was helpful. If not, I'm getting here. If you do divination of your own, because I am getting here is that you are someone who has psychic abilities. If you do divination of your own, speak with your ancestors. If not, get a reading. Read, I'm getting here is that you need to do some reading to get some learning, well, to get some knowledge in order to rediscover yourself. That's going to help you to get through this as well. Escape materialism. Stop looking at the physical. For some of you guys, you may have financial goals that you're trying to achieve at this time, and you may be like really pinching when you don't need to be. Yeah, ask your angels. As I was saying with the Four of Stones, keep working on this. Keep doing what you're doing because your ancestors aren't going to stop giving you messages. They're not going to stop. And that's why they're saying acts, because they're here to assist you. They're not going to stop. 35 was there. They're not going to stop. So, knowing that they aren't going to stop, and you know someone who has learned how to work with this, I'm getting here is that you are either going to make your journey harder or easier, Scorpio. It's like your ancestors are giving you access to make your journey a little bit lighter. You know, they're giving you access to make your journey a little bit lighter, but it's up to you to ask for that help. We have balance. I'm getting here at this time. Don't try to do too much. Don't forget that you're beautiful. Be confident. Get rid of old items, things that you know are just cluttering your space. Receive. As I was saying earlier, what did I say earlier? What did I say in the channeled messages? You're asking the wrong people. Receive. When your ancestors send you people, you will receive. They will come to you. If you're asking, you need to be asking someone from your bloodline. So again, if you're asking, it needs to be someone from your bloodline because messages differ based on people's ancestry. And then if you've asked your ancestors for an answer and you're not paying attention, you've already received it. That's the thing here. You know, Scorpio, I'm getting here is the answer to whatever has happened. You've already received it. But again, you miss the message because you don't understand the language and your answer. And I feel like this is a pivotal time right now. I don't know why. I'm getting that this is a pivotal time because there's two paths here. You have two paths. You have access to someone who can assist you. That way you can start understanding the messages. That way there won't be any more miscommunication. Whereas the other path is you missing messages, not receiving the messages because you don't understand and then you're not asking for help. I'm also getting clean your energy. So it's time for you to refuel and regain your power. This is just like taking out time for yourself. For some of you, you may be doing a lot right now. Again, we have financial goals and balance. Yeah, take out some time to do some reading. That may help you as well. But Scorpio, that is your message. It was pretty long. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.